not even sure even people can hear the music in the background, but it's fine. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can hear the background music or not, but we were just listening to tunes as we usually do. Let's turn it up a little bit just in case. In the kitchen, and an absolute banger came on, so we decided to check out just as it came live. So anyway, welcome to the ICU Manor House. My name is Graham. This is Bib. We are the managers of Ice Cream Uploads FC, and if you are here, please feel free to let us know. Yeah.
Hefty beats being pumped out the ICU Manor.
Oh, it's exciting times here at the ICU Manor House.
Thank you for the ice cream.
Oh, that was perfectly timed. As the beat dropped, it went, "Thank you for the ice cream," and then went, well timed,
Great
Dance.
style.
Thank you very much for the host. Anyway, let's drop the music down a bit.
DMCA's come for us, lads. Non-copyright music, motherfucker.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Graham. This is Michael Meehan, if the chairman is speaking to him, aka Bibby, and we are the management duo for Ice Cream Uploads FC. As you can tell, rocking the sexiest shirts that's ever been seen in the world of esports / football. And Bibbs is chuckling away to himself. What are you giggling at?
I've just seen your gift reply.
What? What? That?
Guy going, ah!
I think it pretty much I think it pretty much encapsulates how I feel about this episode. So, anyway, so for those of you who don't know, we are management at the club at Ice Cream Uploads FC, and we took the club at the first time of asking from the Championship to the Premiership with a shoestring budget, and we have done absolute magic in the transfer window. We have brought in almost an entirely new team. We've upscaled with very, very little outlay, playing the market very well, and we are on the verge of kicking off life in the top flight. We are Premier League. I say we are Premier League.
Premier League.
So, well, as Chucky Boy says, afternoon, Chucky Boy, and adds again as well. D-I-C-U, D-I-C-U. I mean, the fans chanted for it. We made it happen. We are now in the Premiership, on the verge of, and our first game of the season is an interesting one, but we'll talk about that one in a minute. Let's get out of the Manor House, let's get in the car, and let's get to the arena. First things first up, I've noticed that you've not been putting your seatbelt on. I'm all fully clipped in. Just take my word for it. It's fine. Just take my word for it. But we don't want you falling over and breaking, a screen or something. There we go. Good lad. That's it. Okay, sweet. Let's get to the arena. Do you know, we're not even going to go into the car park. We're just going to drive in, ditch the car with the valet. Let's just get straight up to the office. How is everyone doing? Bibbs has just still got a seatbelt on. I mean, talk about safety first. He wasn't at first, but now he's full on secured. He's tied to his chair. Some tunes on this list. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. I want it so that we've got a nice little bit of a bed underneath, but not too much so it's overpowering. So let us know. Hopefully you can hear it. If you can't, let me know. We'll boost it a little bit. Let's have a look at things. So obviously I'm going to show you the screen as it is right now. There you go. Ice Cream Uploads kick off the season against Fulham Football Club. Two promoted teams paired against each other in the very first game of the season. I mean, honestly, I couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, every other team in the Premiership, you want to get paired against someone that's going to give you a chance of getting all 3 points from the off. Fulham, not that they're an easy team, but they're definitely no Liverpool, no City, no United. So we've got a potential for 3 points there. But forgetting, Ad says I hear it barely. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit for you then. Actually, it might be worth you turning it up a bit if it's easy enough for you.
Go to the office a sec then.
Cold coffees as well, by the way. If you got yourself a cold coffee, help yourself.
There you go.
So yeah, not only do we start off against Fulham Football Club. I thought we'd actually 1 second. Let me do something. Not only do we start off against Fulham Football Club, but we have a much changed team. So if you didn't see the episode on Monday, obviously we didn't have a Wednesday episode because of the Twitch blackout. So on Monday we completely revamped the team. So do you want to give us a run through what the team looks like now, babe?
I can most certainly do that. So, going into our game plan, you'll be able to see that we're still leading our Premier League title charge, or top half charge, shall we say. Castolo and Isaac. We was contemplating potentially bringing in another striker to help these two out, because if either of them get injured, we only have Bowley, who didn't really perform last year at all, and Ordas to call upon. So that may be something that we try to invest in January. So that we've got them two leading the front line. We've got Ravi Matondo, who was incredible for us last year, towards the back end of last year. When we brought him in, it took him a little while to adapt, but he started to get there, started to pull the strings alongside Danny Olmo, who pretty much was up for our top 4 players of the season. Kubo on the right, our brand new summer signing, and the hardest man in football in the CDM position, Dodo. With our brand new left back, who we recently ended up getting rid of, Holstenberg, who potentially again was one of our top 4 players last year, but bringing in a long-term left back position is something that we needed, and we've done that with Davis, alongside Valene, and our new centre back Ben White, who we ended up getting rid of Stramer for, was it 4 mil?
We
got quite a decent.
Minimize and bring that in so I can bring those onto the screen. There we go. Yeah, I think it was 4 mil. It was a bargain anyway for a player of his caliber. Stramer obviously made way to bring him in, and then we added even more in defence with Katic as well alongside him. So depth. We don't have masses of depth, but whereas we only really had Dembele and Lobato and Ordas off the bench last season, we now have the ability to call on Dembele, Lobato, Ordas, and Jaric, and Katic, and Ruskin, and Gierson. So we have.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, so I'll continue to fill here for the time being. So we had Stramer in. I think he was about 33, and we got 4 mil for him. So it was a clean cut deal. There was no way he was ever going to be able to turn that down, especially bringing the likes of Ben White. We did have Aya in the background as well, who he just wouldn't sign for us regardless. Like, there was no way he would ever want to sign for us. Even though we put down, we was going to break our wage budget to bring him in, but he just wasn't having it. So we ended up going with Ben White instead. We brought Safanov in as our first choice goalkeeper, because Lofar decided to go behind our back and sign a contract elsewhere. Scumbag. So we've ended up bringing 2 goalkeepers in. The next one will arrive in the next couple of days. He's just packing up his shit at his house. He's going to be bringing it over to this side of the northwest as we go to take on in the Premier League. So we have got strength around the pitch. We've got a few options off the bench, but with the current climate that we've got, we haven't got the money to be able to bring in someone who can just, make the team better whilst also having options off the bench. It's literally 1 in, 1 out. If we want to bring someone in, we need to, try and get some money for the players that we do have. We can't just keep on buying and topping up and then potentially getting rid of the players for nothing. It's literally a revolving door. One person comes in and one person goes out. But hopefully this will change this season. If we can try to putting some results together, winning a few cups, starting to reach the dizzy heights of the top 10, then we potentially will start to get some money rolling through as well.
Yeah. I'm pretty hyped about this team. I mean, I like the idea of having Rabi Matondo and Kubo on the flanks because we've got pace and creativity out there. That's one thing we've not really had. We had Espimas and Himaleth as our first choice wide players at the start of last season, so we just kind of had a bit more of a grind to build up the attack. I like the fact that we've got lethal forwards, creative midfielders, speed, pace and quality on the wings. I'm looking to see expansive play coming to the ICU Arena this season. But anyway, let's jump back into, not even to the Ice Cream Uploads office. I mean, somewhere where we've not spent a lot of time this last season because, we've had our head down for the majority of the season. But obviously, we've just been promoted. There's a lot changing in the team. I think it's about time we have another interview in the Ice Sports studio. Hey, welcome to Ice Sports. This is the Ice Cream Uploads own news channel, so a little bit biased, but it's fine. It is what you get. We're here. We've been obviously working pretty hard over the summer months. We've hugely changed the team, but yeah, this is the our platform for us to answer some questions from our fans and people within the Ice Cream Uploads Football Club community. And we have one question to kick things off from Mr. Asim Tambia, who says, "It's well documented that you're a Man United fan, Mr. Day. How will it feel coming against a team that you supported all your life?" Same question to you, Mr. Bibby too, but with Man City. I'll take that on first. I mean, I'm happy enough to go against Manchester United. I mean, I won't be going into that game with any sentiment. They're a big club, naturally. They're easily the best team in Manchester. but no, yeah. I mean, that it all goes out the window. Going into this game, I have one team. I have one team in mind, and it's the team that I have on my chest right now. So going into, not even to this game now, obviously it's not until later on in the season, but not going in any blinkers. Ice Cream Uploads at Manchester United. There's only one winner in that fixture for me. So yeah, it doesn't mean anything. I'm happy enough to say that yes, that club, I will always have a soft spot for the club, but there's only one team in that fixture. What about you, babe?
Yeah, I mean, as Asim says, it's well documented that I am a Manchester City fan, and that I still hold Manchester City close to my chest. They're a club that I adored growing up. I look for the results every single week. I go to home games, so I mean, going into football management, all of those feelings have to be put to one side, and you have to focus on the people and the task at hand, which is the club that employs me, and that is Ice Cream Upload. So my first thought is to try and get 3 points every single game. Will the occasion overwhelm me when we go to when the Manchester City come to our ICU arena or we go to the Etihad? I hope not. I hope my feelings don't get in the way of that. But at the end of the day, I'm being paid to do a task, and that's to try and make ICU the biggest name in football. And at the moment, we're not even halfway there, but we've made an incredible start.
100%. 100%. Anyway, back into the office. Let's get prepped for the start of the season. Also, is Pepper Ball fraud?
No comment. No comment.
Tad H. G King, I'm really liking the stream. Thank you very much. We're really liking doing them as well. So that's the best thing. As you can tell, we're enjoying ourselves on the stream. So that's kind of it's kind of the big thing. We're enjoying doing it. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Ads Plays says Eddie or Dembele in. Do you know what? No, not even a little bit. Get out of here. Get out of here. I mean, do you know what? Actually, that is something that we will have to address. That is something we will have to address going forward. Is Castolo obviously is a man that is the only man that we would trust to start off the Premiership after the way he performed last year, but he isn't getting any younger, so that is something we will have to address. If anyone's seen The Last Dance, which is very relevant to me because I'm currently watching it right now, it's pretty much Michael Jordan at the end of his career. It's like, do we give him another season? Do we bring him back? Do we have the last dance? I mean, this could be Castolo's last dance. It might not be, but the point is that we can't rely on him exclusively for many years to come. So yeah, maybe French Eddie, maybe Dembele. We will see. We will see. So what's the calendar looking like then? What's the schedule looking like, Dave?
We have a question in the chat
from
the Daily Ice Express.
Question for the lads from the Daily Ice Express says, Holstenberg was a huge part of promotion for last season. What was the thinking behind replacing him with Alphonso Davies? Do you know what? Actually, being in the management suite's not good for that. Let's get back into the iSports studio to answer this question too. I feel like we're doing one of those COVID alerts here. Like, next slide, please. Next slide, please. You fucking love that video. But Holstenberg was a huge part of promotion for the last season. What was the thinking behind replacing him with Alphonso Davies? Do you want to kick this one off then, babe?
Yeah, it's something that I mentioned when we was running through our team roster for this year. Holstenberg was an exceptional servant for us last year. He was easily in our top 4 players throughout the whole season. We could depend on him at any given occasion. He was definitely one of the leaders in that backline. However, he wasn't getting any younger. A stupid amount of money came in for him, which then ended up leading us to a younger, faster and more future-proof player in Alphonso Davies. So having him at left-back, it was an absolute privilege, and he will always be welcome at the ICU arena. However, we're trying to bring the average age of the squad down. When we first started last year, I think the average age was around about 29 to 30, which is quite old for a team that's looking to try and move to the next level. So having someone like Holstenberg in definitely steadied the ship. However, trying to find younger players who are either equal or going to have a better future in front of them is definitely something that we tried to do. We've got him for next to nothing, and we sold him for a markup of probably about 400%. So it was an easy decision to make, especially with the likes of Davis coming in, because he will be one for the future.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, can we even put a percent? Did we get him for free? I think he was a free signing.
Was a free agent. Yeah, it cost us 1.2 million wages.
And we managed to sell him for 26 million, because we had 23 on the table, but the Ice Cream Applause community demanded that we ask for more, which we did. 26 million. We bought him, have money spare as a result of that genius decision from the community. So there we go. That was essentially the reason we didn't want to sell him, but it was thinking for the future. We know it's a step down for now. Alphonso Davies, as a complete player, isn't at Holstenberg's level yet, but within a few seasons he absolutely will be, and he gives us something to build on. As Bib says, bringing the edge of that team down is vital if you want to build a team that can take you forward, not just remain. Because if we wanted to stay at the level we are, the top of the Championship and the bottom of the Premiership, then yeah, fair enough, we'll stick with the squad that we've got 2 or 3 years, but it's rolling that dice and trying to take things forward next year. That's the logic behind it. But anyway, yeah, let's look at the schedule so we can see where things are and get things underway. So there you go, 11th of August. We've been all the way through June and July in the last episode where we bolstered the team. And we're now just 11 days from kicking the season off against Fulham. So should we start moving things forward? Let's do it.
We should. We're expecting Svila to be heading over to Manchester anytime soon, so that'll be great.
National team announcement. Get off our players. Rise says, Pep has built us up to a level I never imagined possible and is now systematically tearing us down in his own regression, in my opinion, just so he can push a huge part of blame onto us when he leaves. Shame to you, because it's been a blessing having him on board with us. Interesting. Do you agree with that bit?
No, because I never thought we'd be able to play the football. I mean, we've won Premier Leagues. Oh, sorry, City have won Premier Leagues without Pep. I think some of the best football we have ever seen in our lifetime has been down to him and the way that he manages and performs tactically. Do I think it's to blame? I think he's got to take some responsibility, because some of the substitutions that he made throughout the seasons have been a bit dubious, and some of the team selections. But I mean, that's part and parcel of management. We don't know his thought process. We don't know what team he's going to be playing in the next game. So yeah, I think if there's one manager to believe in, it has to be him. So I'm more than happy with what he's provided with. When he leaves, Christ knows who's going to replace him.
Moyes, yeah, nice, David Moyes.
Moyes. Yeah.
Alpe, I see you. I see you.
I see you.
I don't know if you saw my Discord message yesterday. I set up RTX voice, so I'll take it all back. I'm pretty happy with it. My voice level might be a bit high, actually, so I'm going to drop that down a little bit. Test. Yeah, that seems a bit better there. But yeah, we have fans and everything on in the background, and we couldn't hear sounds and stuff outside, so do you know, I'll take it all back. You guys were right, fair enough. You win. Barry, stop going on about it. Chill out, mate. Bryce says, Davies also gives you, on the rare occasion he fails as a player, we then have the option to sell him on for a massive sum to another club who may become one of the best players in the world. The issue there, though, is I'm not sure what his sell-on fee is. We kind of need that up to be like 80 million, but that's one of the bugs that we can't do that. But anyway, look at that. How good is Miles Feelar's face build there? Oh, GG to Bib for getting that added as well. He had a default face. I don't know if he has one in Data Pack 7 or 8. We're obviously playing on Data Pack 6. That's the basis of our game. But whether he does or doesn't, he does in our game, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. I just need to stick him on the bench now.
Get Katic on the bench as well. Who did you take out of the team then? I didn't see.
Lovato.
Interesting. Get Thanos right at the bottom.
I don't know how many slots we have. Is it 7?
Something like that.
In the Premier League on this. I think it's 7 that we get because we only had 5 last year in the championship.
I wouldn't.
We'll find out in the first game.
I'd put Labato where Jarek is, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, we've got a centre back there in Katic. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Just because Labato gives us an attacking midfield option as well as forward. Good man. I was an absolute mess, so I didn't see it. But top work. Yeah, how did your barbecue session go down? I was just about to say that.
Very rarely drinks, so I can imagine that 2 beers and he would have been out anybody's.
Rise says, I was just about to say that. Surely that's one of the closest to real face builds there is. Almost looks like a genuine photo. It is really, really good. Whoever's done that one, I can't remember who it was, but it's good. It's good. Interesting moves though. Inter have signed Dybala from Juventus.
Yeah.
Matvei Safonov, our first choice keeper, he's been called up to his international team. So, Ice Cream Uploads 12 months ago was sat at the bottom of the championship. Now look at us, we've got internationals across our team. Big things. Anyway, let's move forward.
Oh, here
First
we go.
game of the season. Oh, there's the chairman. And his bodyguard. I don't know who that guy is, but he just keeps following him around. How do you feel going into your first match of the new season? Is the question to the club chairman. A strong start is key to taking the title. We will make the fans proud, or we're ready for them.
Well, our initial conversation with this gentleman and the rest of the board was that we wanted to get 13 and above. If we say a strong start is key to taking the title, that sort of infers that we're looking to go for the title, which isn't in our remit. We said top 13. So I think making the fans proud on the first day of the season in a new league would probably be the shout.
I would say that, but now we have poll functions. We might as well get one in, yeah. How are we feeling? Question mark. Strong start. Is key for title. My God. Oh, characters. No. Strong start equals title. There you go. Make. I'll show up. So Bib Kataki said, we're ready. Okay. So quick 1 minute vote. We think make fans proud. That's what we're thinking. What do you guys think? Have your say in the chat now. So there you go. How are we feeling? This is about the first match of the season. Strong start equals title. Make the fans proud, or we're ready. Me and Bib thought we will make the fans proud. So far, the votes are sprung on we're ready. Interesting. You've got, I don't know, about 30 seconds left if you want to get involved in that vote. Rise says we gave Fulham a small snippet of what we were capable of last season. Now we've massively increased the talent in our team. It will be interesting to see what we are capable of now with the new players. 1 second, Mother. If it was just the words "we're ready," that'd be great. The votes, there's about 10 seconds left, and it's currently 50-50 split between we will make the fans proud and we're ready for them. So 2, 1, and it's a 50-50 split, both of those wins. So I think we'll just go with
our decision then, innit?
Yeah. Let's go with making the fans proud, because that's the key thing for us. It's about the community and making everyone else around us happy. The supporters are all in high spirits for an opening match, so I hope they'll sing at the top of their lungs out there, and in return, we'll put on a good game for them. I don't have a vote on screen, but I'd say the first one. So there you go. Fulham Football Club is the first game. Oh, I'm sticking. Okay, let's pre-match press conference. Any questions for the management? Oh, before we do this, let's see. Chairman's doing stuff behind the scenes. Fulham are a tough side, but that's no reason to fear them. Supporters will be giving their all out there today, so let's do the same. It's the first time appearing before the home crowd this season, so whatever you do, make this match worthy of the fans, and remember, make them play our pace. When with the likes of Kubo and Davies and co, it's got to be a fucking rapid pace. I'm expecting speed from the boys out there today. Okay, back to the press conference. I mean, we don't even get to sit into the chairman's discussions there. Me and Bibb are currently out here doing a press conference. He's chatting stuff behind there. Get out of there, chairman. God, what are you doing? But yeah, first game of the season. It's home against Fulham Football Club, a club that we know well from last season. Obviously, we played against them a couple of times. I believe we played pretty well. Did we win both games? We did.
We did, yeah.
But as one of our top scouts, Rise, has said already, Fulham weren't too much of a problem for us last season, and now we have an even better squad than we've had. The best team that Ice Cream Uploads has probably ever had so far. I feel like we have to be taking 3 points. This is almost, I know I shouldn't be saying it, it feels like it's a gift to us to start the season. This is where we want a team that we've done the business against, and we've improved massively since then. I mean, they have, but I mean, our team has seen sweeping changes. It has affected our team spirit. We're now back to below 80 overall team spirit, but that was the story of the last season. We finished champions, so it is what it is. Anything you want to add before we jump in, Bibb?
Yeah, I mean, they've got Knockout, Kamara, and Mitrovic, who's sat on the bench, and Knockout will give us a lot of problems, I think, down that right-hand side. With his pace, he is exceptionally fast. So I think if we could try to get Alphonso Davies to try and match his runs, that will be fantastic for us. He may be able to try and stop him, but I think the danger comes off the bench again. They've got Tim Ream in the reserves today. He's not even making a start. He is again a strong player. His rating doesn't really give him justice in this, I don't think. But again, the danger man they've got on the bench is Mitrovic. I don't know whether or not he's out of form or anything, but it's surprising to see they're going to start the season with him on the bench.
Interesting. I mean, they did that in one of the matches against us last season as well. Mitrovic started on the bench, so it's almost like there's issues there with Mitrovic. I mean, there would be issues if they called him that. I mean, it seems like there's issues there with Mitrovic at Fulham, but do you know what? We'll have to take that. We'll take that. Mitrovic being on the bench, and as long as he stays on that bench, that's a benefit for us. A question from the reporter just there says, what are you looking to get out of the signings who went straight into the first team, i.e. Kubo and Davies? Pace.
Stability.
We did. Yeah, pace, flair, stability, as Bibb said. I mean, all of that. I mean, Holstenberg gave us that. He was very, very reliable. He would pick up the ball. He scored a few goals, and he gave us a lot in attack. I feel Alphonso Davies gives us more in attack, not so much in defence, but he gives us the pace and the ability to cover positions. Alphonso Davies' pace will help with the likes of Villaney, a player that may transition out of the team over the course of this season. If he gets caught out of position, Alphonso Davies' pace alongside him will be huge. And Kubo's ability on the ball, that will add something that Himaleth didn't really have for us. I mean, he could deliver some corners and he could provide some assists when we needed, but he didn't really have the ability to move on the ball. And that's kind of what we want to be, not just a pass team, but want to be a ball-playing team as well.
Mm-hmm. We've actually made one change in our starting 11 today. Frimpong isn't feeling too well, so he has unfortunately dropped out last minute. That therefore makes and paves the way for Gerson to come in at right back.
100%. I mean, absolutely no shout of Stein getting anywhere near. Do we even have Stein in the team anymore? Is he on the
I think he's in the reserves.
Yeah.
Like all the way down it.
Absolutely no chance of Stein getting anywhere near the team, which is a shame because he's a player that started out like from our mindsets when we first took over the club. We kind of ring-fenced him as being he's going to be fighting Dodo for that midfield place. Dodo has been phenomenal all of last season. Stein questionable at best. But you know, we have depth in the team. We have players to call. Look at that for a bench. That whole bench could have started the season for Ice Cream Upload. Could have played in starting lineup for the whole season of the last season. Miles Vilar better than any of the keepers we had last year on the bench. Karamoko Dembele played phenomenal for us. Started many games. Himaleth started the entire season. Ruskin started the first half of the season. Katic better than any of the defenders that we have. Labato up there, Ordaf up there as well. So having that on the bench is huge for us. Now that's the key thing that we take into the next game. Back into the press conference while all the players get ready to drop out onto the pitch then. Del Boy, son of Castolo, says, GG, afternoon lads. Are you playing on star player level? We are, I think, is it professional? But we are playing with gameplay mods.
Yeah.
So it's a bit...
because we're playing on the PC, we're playing with the Majestic Holland patch, which completely changes the way that if you have ever modded a PC version of the game, you'll see the difference between the gameplay patches that are available to you from the likes of EvoWeb or the ones that come fresh out of the box with the game. So the one that we're playing with, it kind of messes around the AI. So if we was to play at, I don't know, star player level, it would be like star player level times 15, rather than just like playing a normal star level. So yeah, professional is where we found where it's comfortable. You'll see by looking at it, the gameplay it looks completely different than you would be from the out of the box version. Hopefully it won't conflict too much because we have to roll the data pack back, because of data pack 8 coming out. It shouldn't affect it, but hopefully we'll find out.
We will see, but let's get to, actually, before you click on anything, I want to show just, if you haven't seen any of the PC patches as well, just look at that menu screen. Premier League logos, Premier League backgrounds. Woof. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. But, yeah, okay, let's get into the tunnel then. If I can find it, I can find it. Okay, cheers, lads. So I'm assuming, Del Boy, you play a bit of PES. Do you play console? Do you play PC? I'm assuming console. Most people do. PC, if you've got PC.
I've seen this game attack before. I'm sure he's in Zaffacakes' channel. 100% sure.
Okay. Console PS4. Nice. I mean, Costolo. Actually, no, I'm going to go straight back into the game because this, I want to see the Premiership graphics that we have installed. So let's just get out there. We'll see the full Premiership package. But yeah, the way that this plays is, we still have Championship.
Yeah, I haven't been able to change that. I've tried a few times. Okay. I'll have to continue to do that, but it's not a quick one, that, unfortunately.
It's fine. It's just, it's like we're still ice cream from the block. We used to have a little, now we have a lot. No matter where we go, we know where it came from the Championship.
Well, Fulham still have theirs as well.
I mean, Castolo's looking a bit worried on the pitch now. I mean, someone's mentioned Del Boy, son of Castolo, and he's like, "Oh shit!" So, I mean, hopefully, it doesn't take his mind off the game. Hopefully, he keeps his head in the game because his illegitimate children are coming out of nowhere. Look at these graphics. Oh, I can't find a way to get us on without being in the way of something. Hugo, thank you very much for the follow. Rock Pie, thank you very much for the follow as well. Welcome into the stream. Just in time for the season opener. Ice Cream uploads home against Fulham Football Club. 2 promoted teams from the Championship starting life out in the Premiership. Ice Cream uploads looking a very different team from the one that started last year. With the likes of Veleni and Castolo are probably one of the few players that still remain from the initial lineup. I've got questions from Dugout TV. I'll look at that in a second. Oh, okay, messes up. How well do you think you fared in the transfer window? Are you happy with your recent signings? At this point, how well do I feel we fared? Phenomenally. Are we happy? Ask me after this game. Kubo, not the greatest first touch, but no messing around. Cracking it
I
out.
thought that was going out.
Oh, so did I. Oh, Dodo, referee. Honestly, just wanted to break his foot off in his ass. Shout out to Zaffacakes for the reference. Oh, big win. Castolo now, here he is.
Great ball. Go on, Kubo, Matondo.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh. I'm his secret love child. That's why Castolo's wife is asking for a divorce. If he doesn't bang in another 30 goals this season, we'll be having words. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, the new chance that we got in.
Oh. Oh.
The ICU crowd are going wild.
Alphonso Davies steps out. Gearson looking pretty sturdy at the back there. Kubo gets a chance to open up for the first time. And look at the pitch sling, the little man. Who is this little man?
Oh, it's a great one too.
Oh, big win.
Bellini, that's why he's still in the team, son. Easy.
Dodo. Composed here now. Sees the option out wide.
I get to use Kubo for the first time. Look at the shielding.
Oh, what little man.
Oh.
Oh! Castolo going for the bicycle, but then giving up on it, realising. Oh, that's not. I was trying to go for a shot feint, but I nearly scored from it. I mean, he was, not I was, because this is an actual real life football game. Oh, Dinks! And he's. Oh.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Fantastic start in the new season. Get out of it.
Pretty non-stop in this game so far. Ice cream uploads haven't gone their usual attacking to begin with.
I definitely thought I did that.
Oh, a bit slow down, but we're still in possession. As Castolo, in an attacking position, just held on and touched too long. Bit of hunger here now from the Ice Cream Uploads boys. A bit more on the front foot. Alexander Isak, questioned a lot by one of the scouts last year. Isaaced in the morning was the chant every other week from Mr. Ads Players. Would like to see a lot more from him today. Oh, Danny Olmo.
Clearing up well, the lad. I wish we could get hold of Castolo. There we go.
Oh, a bit of a wish ball there from Matondo. Not very much Solo could have done then.
The front line pressure is amazing. Oh, we're boxing them in, boys. They can't get out. Ah, they've shit the bed.
Oh!
Oh! It's the start of the season where he left off.
Some lovely play there. Castolo, unselfish, and Isak.
He couldn't hit the side of a Renault's pass.
Isak. Shouts in the crowd from Chappersman.
Oh, McNuts!
Oh, some nice play here. Danny Olmo, just a bit heavy touch once again. How many times have we seen that from him last season? Gearson, lovely.
Can we sing a song for you?
Oh,
Referee!
we'll take that. We'll take that. Come on, that's ours. Isak is a 2-star striker at best in my club, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go yet. Here he is. This is where we need him. Wash!
Hello! Oh, he's hit the fucking beans. Hello! No!
Oh!
Oh, fucking hell! Boys, you've got a massive 16-foot net there. Get it in between the sticks.
Isak! Oh. Bang! Oh.
Oh. Got a lot of tracking back to do now, boys. Oh, shit.
Oh, slow down on my end. There we go. Dodo! Yes!
Well in, son. Well in.
Oh. Oh, beautiful. Gearson's having an absolute wonder of a game today. Oh, look at that. Speak of it.
Just picks out balls like that.
Just didn't want it anyway, whatever.
Oh, I'll put myself off then. Good half, boys. Good half. Oh, I've put myself off then.
I was like, here we go, I'm going to take it, I've got to feed him. All right, you just take it, I'll just stand here, wait.
Oh, this is something else I've added in. Going to the tunnels in half time. In the Champions League, you're getting to see inside the tunnels. That's just breaking the fourth wall there.
Del Boy, son of Castolo, says he needs to score. Needs a goal bonus to pay child maintenance. Don't know. Get inside his ass, lad.
So we've done really well in that first half. We haven't had all of the possession, but we've definitely we have had more shots. Not that many on target, but we are getting closer, boys. We are getting closer. Oh, Mitrovic has come on now for Kamara. It obviously wasn't working, so they're looking for someone who could potentially hold that ball up for them in the final third, just to give him a different outlet, because whatever they was doing in the first half wasn't working for him.
Isak chasing it down now. Oh, lovely ball for Danny Olmo.
Isak, there it is. First goal in the Premier League. Let's go.
Oh, let's get... Oh, no, we need... Oh, I was going to say, we need camera, smartphone time. Steal that dude's phone. Yes! That was quite composed, that finish, to be fair. I thought after his misses in the first half, but we're not going to see much from him. But here we are, look. Still has a lot to do. Picks it up outside the box, just turns and then goes... Keeper should have done better.
He's wrong-footed him. I don't know where he thought he was going to be going. I don't understand why the keeper thought he was going to go to his right-hand side when he's turned the ball onto his left. But yeah, the keeper's dived past the ball there.
Superb.
First Premier League goal. Well done, the boys.
Alexander Isak. Some sections of the fans will be spewing at the fact that he grabs Ice Cream Upload's first ever Premier League goal. Castolo, once again, instrumental, not finding the back of the net, but with the assist. Sorry, I didn't want to play anyway, it's fine. Danny Olmo.
Oh, what a thunder bastard! Oh, Danny Olmo.
Oh, here he goes. Steal that smartphone. Look out for the angry guy in the background. Look at him. Give me my phone back.
Fantastic finish.
Absolute. You've been wanting one of them. It's been a while since he's had one. Isak involved again. Oh, gets it out from under his body and absolutely smashes it. Arms! Now then.
What a finish that was.
Dink. Smash.
Again, the keeper probably should have done better with that.
Yeah.
Gutted Olmo isn't in my club anymore. How come he's not in my club?
Because he plays for Ice Cream Upwards FC and he's not allowed to play for anyone else's team. That's it.
Licensing dispute. I get it. Boom.
Oh.
Try to shake off that rustiness. I haven't really had a pre-season, so...
Right in the schnauzer. God, oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no. They're a bit more hungry for this now. Look at them. 3 players on the ball there as Verlaine steps out.
Oh, come right away across. Get it out.
Oh, Gearson managed to wake up just in time. Where is it? Is it gone?
Dan bloody-tastic. Well in. Well in, Danny Olmo. He's had an absolutely fantastic game.
Look at the composure there, playing it back into the centre of his box. No worries. Alfonso Davis. Lovely. Oh, why has he stopped his run? Oh! Oh! Ref! Shaped up for the shot. He got absolutely clattered there. Bounced up. Oh, good lad, Alfonso.
Davis. Oh, weighty. Too weighty.
Weighty. Bit heavy there from Olmo. Verlaine now.
Well in. Double teamed. Mitrovic didn't know what was coming. We'll take that. Let's get some subs on.
Pick that out! That was an absolute smash. I mean, Danny Olmo, I thought, do you know what? Genuinely, for a second, I thought I should be feeding Castolo there, but he's, he might get to turn back on it, play another pass, that shimmy to get the ball out from under his feet, and then thunder bastard straight into the top corner. I mean, what can I say? He's a good family man. Whee! Shout out to Cakes once again. Can I ask what camera setting I'm seeing here?
Let's show you. Dynamic wide custom.
0 height, 0 zoom, 4 height. There you go. I wasn't paying attention then. Who did we bring on?
We've given a debut to the big man, Dembele, in the Premier League. And Audas as well.
Football makes way. As does Isak. Oh, horrible throw there. Gearson has been phenomenal for the whole game. Just questionable. Clearly can play with his feet.
Turned off.
Not with his hands. Oh, lovely. There he is.
I don't know why they didn't release it there. They had about 4 players in front.
Oh, Gearson saw the opportunity, just couldn't release it. Oh, some nice play here now. Fulham suddenly come alive. Bit too late, maybe.
A little shimmy there from Dembele.
Oh, lovely. Castolo! Oh!
Why did he chip it up in the air?
Awkward bounce for him there. Still brushing off the cobwebs. That first touch should have just been taken under control, but dink!
Shit! Did you see that? He must have a foot like a traction engine.
No!
Oh, back heel. We come out to play the boys.
Oh, Costello. Oh, stop. I pressed to put the pressure on because I thought he'd lost it, and then he managed to get hold of it, so I ended up just passing it out. It's Karamoko Dembele now. He's got a first team. No, he's got number of choice, number 23 this season. See if he can live up to that Michael Jordan shirt.
Oh, he's running well, Mitrovic. We pointed him out as being the danger man.
It's got to be out. One.
And that's the kind of support that he's going to get.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Well covered by Gearson. Sees it out. Liquid football. Do you know what? We should get some of those clips of little sound bites so when we score I can just bash the stream deck. Oh. Oof. Oh, there we go. Nice.
Love a little one-touch football there. Gearson making a bit of a lengthy run, but he hasn't got the stamina in the locker. Guy's shagged. He's not played in about 6 months. A testament to how well Frimpong's been playing for us.
I mean, Frimpong's a player that's got a lot of development needed to be up at the level that we need to be to compete in the Premiership, but he's been absolutely playing above his paycheck for a long, long time. Just a bit under the weather at the start of the season, so misses the opener. And it'd be good that he has done as well, because Gearson has done himself wonders in terms of playing for his own cause. As Karamoko Dembele now has an opportunity to open up, going into the final few minutes. Plays the ball to Audath, and what is Audath?
He's got bullied on the inside, but what a start. What a start. Well done, boys. Did give Fulham a sniff there. Shite.
The goalkeeper has got football pie all over his shirt.
Leapy with the follow as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, mate.
Didn't even notice that one, Leapy. Thank you very much. I am Prime 17 hours ago, and Rich Lee followed off there as well. Thank you very much for the follows, guys.
Sounds like Bibby's miles away from his mic. It's because I'm having to use my phone. My actual microphone is here, but we can't use Discord and Skype at the same time. So we've had to try and find a way around it, and unfortunately it means using my phone earphones. I apologise. I mean, I can bring it like here, but I don't really want to have to hold this all the time.
It sounds a bit like a call center as well when you do that. It's like you get that sort of like RBS NatWest call center. You just want to take out a short-term savings loan or something like that. Do you want to manage a team?
Mate, yeah, try not to.
Watch Beast. How then? How you doing, Blakey? Yeah, that's yeah. What? Get it on the mouth now, mate. Look at that though. Ice cream uploads. 4th in the league. Goal difference. The only thing that's separating ice cream uploads from top of the league. I mean, it would have been nice to have had an absolute rout in the first game, so we could sit at the top of the Premiership at least once. You never know. We might get another opportunity. We've got to see out the transfer window though. As we have some negotiation news here. Hopefully, it's not someone coming in for our players. League opener, Chapter 2. The chairman's been that opening win has sent the press that followed the team around into a frenzy. Let's not do this momentum. Blah, 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 blah. That's the goal. We're not going to stop now, says the chairman. Look at that. Ice Cream Uploads Football Club. That is a majestic place. Oh, its own coffee area. That picture there. You've got Matondo and Isak, and then you've got Castolo soon. Soon.
There we go. Let's not lose this momentum and get a win in the next one. Easy.
Rock Pie. Actually, let's get into the managerial office. Just had an email apparently from the press officer saying that a journal from the Sun has a media pass. Will you take their question or ban them from the press area? No. Do you know what? We are a forward-thinking club here, and we take questions from all areas. The Sun has their own exclusive press area, which is nowhere near this fucking stadium. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if you could just go and tell the receptionist and security just to pick them up and fucking launch them as far away from the ground, the training ground, anything to do with the ICU arena, just fuck them right off. And if they try to get through the gates, then security can use as much force as they want to. We don't want them scruffy bastards anywhere close to the stadium.
I mean, I just had a quick look. I can see, Jim's out there with a screwdriver currently. Yeah, they've got no back tyres left anymore. That must be their, it's like an 87 Austin Metro they've turned up, so it's absolutely got to be the Sun's car. Jim the groundsman they've got no front wheels left either, so nice one, Jim.
Jim is doing God's work out there. Not
Good.
Only can he trim the fucking training pitch and the ground to be unimaginable scenes on a football pitch, he's also very handy with a screwdriver and a set of car tyres.
Shame it's not a forward-thinking paper, says Iceman. Chappersman says, he'll sit into the Sun. Speaking of that, do you know what? Let's go drop out and see how Jim and the players are getting on out there, actually. So if you haven't been out, you can see just behind us, we are sat in the Ice Cream Uploads managerial office. This is where we make all the decisions for the club. This is where we talk over the formations, the tactics. We can drop down into the changing rooms if we want. We can drop out just behind us there. You can see the training pitch. So let's nip down there. However, because of coronavirus, COVID-19 and all that, we're only allowed in certain areas of the stadium. I'm allowed here. Bibby isn't, coronavirus. Don't question it, just go with it, it's fine. However, neither of us are allowed out on the training pitch. As you'll see, we can only get down there via video telecom. So let's get down to the training pitch. And just give us the music a pause a sec.
Yep.
Just saying that because you should be able to hear, hopefully, or maybe not. There we go. Gonna say you should be able to hear Jim on his lawnmower in the background. Hopefully you can hear that. Jim! He's still got a screwdriver in his hand. He's absolutely triggered by that Sun journal. Jim! Good lad, Jim! Where's he gone? Oh, he's over there. Jim! Nice one. He's doing donuts on the centre circle. Look at him, he's happy. Couple of tyres. Good lad, Jim. Nice. Anyway, let's go out onto... Enough, Jim. Let's nip out onto the training pitch, have a word with the players after that result. So, big start the players do what we couldn't do in the Championship. We start off the Premiership. Careful, Jim's on a mad one. Honestly, it's a rebel, is that Jim? Only a couple of prison sentences. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not really. I'm only joking, Jim. It's all right. He heard that. He's just pulled up on the lawnmower at the side of the pitch. Don't look happy. He's not been to prison. It's fine. He's never found guilty. It's okay. He's like Crazy Steve from Drake and Josh. I don't know what that is, except with a lawnmower. I'll just nod, pretend I know the reference. Yes, okay. So yeah, anyway, long story short, players are out here just doing the drills, trying to bed the new players in. That's the key for us. We've got a lot of ball players. We all know how to play together. It's just getting them playing with each other. That's what she said. We all want them all to be on the same wavelength. So that's what we're doing out here on the training pitch, making sure that we can do passes into feet. We're getting players moving, so you're not just sat there waiting for a pass. You're moving into position, working that shape, working the placement, and we have pace and ball players on the wings now, so we can maybe even look at drilling balls into the box. Anyone that was around last year would have seen we just couldn't cross. We had no height, we had no crossing, so we had to work out how we played the best. And once we figured that out, we started to find results. We have Isak in the ball playing and bedding in. Weak. Yeah. Now we have players that can play on the ball. We have players with height in the box. So you never know. We might start to see a bit of expansive variety in play. Does that have an advantage on the PS5 as well as the sex? Of course it does. Obviously, the sex is always having the advantage. As we're hearing from World Football, that is just on screen. Fact. Well, we can see
the shortest one ever. That cutscene, isn't it?
Yeah. You can't see it, but Lewandowski, it might be one of the next news articles, has just been named World Player of the Year, I think it was, or European Player of the Year. Oh, for that, there's a top player move impact as Henderson has joined Watford from Sheffield United. A player that we did look at, Henderson, but obviously we had no money for that. Although I think we've got some good bargains in Sevilla and sacking off ourselves. As Lewandowski says, I want to thank everyone, Bolly, to be transferred.
That's interesting. We haven't heard any of our whispers from the agents yet. So that's interesting.
As you can see, though, we have offers for some of our players. Gearson, we have a 5 million offer. And either he really wants to stay at the club or he really wants to go because he played phenomenally in that last game.
This is good. Some players that we actually wanted to get rid of for some hefty amounts of money.
I mean, I would be disappointed to see Stein go on paper, but he's been shocking. He's probably been the worst player in our reign here. Worse than the people that haven't even started. So they do say, I think we've got some leeway for negotiations. So now, do we take 3.6 million or do we try to push that up a little bit? Because it says we've got
I think we can definitely renegotiate. Renegotiate. 4-1.
Yeah, let's go for that. It's still down on his value, but it's 4.1 million into transfer kit, a bit more transfer budget, salary budget saved. As for
Stein, again, we can go. His release fee is 5.7, so we could probably go 5.4. I don't think we can go 5.6. It's too close to his.
What's the figure that they're actually offering us?
5.1. He's actually worth 7.4.
Exactly.
But his release fee is 5.7. Yeah.
Let's give him. Let's just give it. Ask for 5.7. Let's get the full release fee. Get out of here. Get a good. But put it as low. Is that as low as it gets though?
Yeah.
So like you had. You went up like 5 dots? Could you get to 5.7 any dots lower, if you know what I mean?
There was 5.6 and then 5.4.
Okay. I just meant like I don't know if the game sees, like, what I mean is it like if you got up 3 dots and it went to 5.7, and then if you got to 5 dots and it went to 5.7. I don't know. Like, what I'm saying is, was it on the lowest one of the dots? Is what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just because the video game might go, it's the same thing, but it's different because it's more dots, which is not. Verlaine, an offer in for Verlaine, a pretty low offer. He's worth 3.3 million. He's been one of our most solid players from the start. We just become best friends. Yep. Foot Bose, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. So yeah,
We
Delaney.
can't get rid of him yet. We have to keep hold of him. I mean, by the time his contract ends in 2024, and he'll be 37 by then.
Yeah, I mean, what's his wage looking like? It's got to be pennies. 400. That's not that much, really. And yes, he is. It's a PES player. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, I would stay. I would say keep him. If they're not even going to pay what he's worth, then why would we entertain that? Yeah, we have better defenders now in Katic and Jarek and Ben White. We could play any of those ahead of Delaney, but Delaney started in that last game because he has the team spirit. He has the chemistry with the other players. So yeah, not interested in that. Ruskin, Gearson, second choice fullbacks. I mean, not hitting his market value, and Ruskin not hitting his market value.
They're both young as well, though.
Yeah, I think we have to just push them up, because if they're not going to pay what they're worth, they're not going to get anything.
Do you reckon we should renegotiate and push them up?
Yeah, if they don't take it, they don't take it. What was his actual worth? Was he like 6 million?
I think it was like 5. I'm not sure. 5.
Ask him for 6 million.
Can't. His release fee is 5.8.
Okay. The thing is, if they hit the release fee, then they can just take him. Then we can't say anything. Then. Katic says ads plays cat piss. Yeah, go on. Just ask for that then. Yeah, 5.5. We'll see if they're actually serious about it. Ruskin.
We already renegotiated that.
Yeah, they dropped the price down. Eldridge with the host. Thank you very much, Mr. E.C. O'Neill. For those of you that don't know, Eldridge plays for Manchester United Esports officially, in terms of not like he's just a big fan. He actually plays for United Esports. So go check him out. There he is. Salute. Yeah, Ruskin. I mean, we tried to ask for market value and they dropped it by 3 million. That seems like they're taking the piss to me. I mean, I'd say just put it back up again. Put it back up. If they don't pay it, they don't pay it. We don't need to get rid of him. Yeah, go on, 11 million. Go on, fuck it. You pissed us off.
Ram it up. Negotiations are broken down.
That's fine by me. Didn't want to sell him anyway. KTN.
Mate, we can't afford him. And he's shit.
He is.
We the boys. Okay.
If we're gonna
changed.
Go for a young British player that plays at left back and plays for a North London club, then I'd say Sessegnon, please. He's much better.
I agree.
Although
and he can play right the way up the wing as well.
Yeah. Although he doesn't. I was going to say he doesn't technically play as a left back. But anyway, let's get back into the manager's office. Do you want to see the formation set up on the board? Yeah, nice. Okay, let's get it done. So this is the formation that we're going for. We have Castolo up front with Isak behind him. It says hold down Isak, which hold down Isak. No, it's a bit harsh. Matondo, Olmo, and Kubo with Dodo in the middle. And then absolute first choice team. That's what you want. Davis, Fellaini, Ben White, Frimpong, and Safanov on the bench. How does Katic compare to Ben White in terms of... Oh. Right,
Shall we try him in there?
Yeah, let's give him a go. Cat piss, as he keeps being called from the stands. It sounds like it's coming from one of our own scout team. It's bizarre. I can't quite place where it comes from. Every time he gets under the ball, I just hear shouts of cat piss. I'm not quite sure. It's almost like there's a Celtic fan somewhere in the stands. I don't get it.
Right. Okay.
Let's get ready for the game. So for those of you that haven't seen it, game 2 is Ice Cream Uploads against Newcastle United. Fuck off with Zooms. Yeah. Let's get into the changing rooms, eh? Let's have a word with the players. I feel like the words need the players need a few words from the Victoria Fields Zen masterclass that Bib gave pre-season last year.
All right, so as you can see, lads, we are playing away, so they are going to come out. They're going to come out flying. We are the second half of the last game that we played. We were so much better than the first. This is very typical Michael Owen-esque type of. I've just fucking blue screened.
Idiom?
Words?
Words?
Team talk. Very Michael from the school of Michael Owen. If you score a goal and it's 1-0 at the end, then we win the match. Those type of things, but this Newcastle team aren't great. Let's just be honest. We are very much in the same position that they are. They are a transitioning side, and they do have some good players. Likewise with us, we are a transitioning side, and we have good players. I think this is going to be a battle of the midfield. If we can get the ball down and play at our tempo, I very much think that we may be able to try and nick a point. At the least a point. I think we can definitely try to get all three. But St James's Park is a fantastic ground. They will be loud. Do not get intimidated by the Jordans.
Let's get out there. You can hear obviously everything's going wild out there, so let's get out into the dugout. Apparently Newcastle have got a Yorkshireman up front, a man called Joe Linton. Don't know who he is, but Joseph Linton starts for the Magpies. Joseph Linton. What are we thinking? Obviously, a game against Fulham was just a repeat of last season. These have got Joe Linton, DeAndre Yedlin. I mean, you didn't get to see the rest of the starting lineup on the screen, but how do you feel we're going to get on? What we're feeling? Is this another 3 points? Or is this a completely different concept for us? Oh, Isak, has he got the pace? As Danny Olmo tries to...
Referee! Oh, there's a shout of a penalty! Oh, there's nothing! Oh, referee!
Disgrace. Absolute travesty. I mean, you just know if that had been Liverpool, honestly, it'd have been a different story. Or Manchester United. But no. We don't get no VAR Scream uploads, do we?
We do not.
Oh, ref! I don't even know what I'm calling you for, but just something. Lovely. Oh, Danny Olmo a bit slow. Oh, he gets it out nice. Oh,
Solo.
Just that ball, just a bit more, well, quite a lot more to be desired, to be fair, but Frimmy, good lad.
All the way from right back, playing centre mid.
And there he is again.
Hello.
Isak diving, disgraceful.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought.
Rumour has it that Isak's putting a note into HR about one of the scouting team. Like,
Referee!
honestly!
That face build is class.
It is. Sant kicked him in then, honestly. Oh, keeper? I don't think so.
How is his long ball accuracy better than most people on the team? That's amazing.
Come on, Jezza Frimps. Oh, come on, nice strength.
Well in.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't understand why he
Kubo.
crossed it though, because that was an X pass.
Spreading it well.
Yeah. You definitely see... Oh, as Davis misread the touch then from Richie, but does well to cover then though. Lovely. Oh, these two...
That link-up play on the left.
Oh!
Oh!
Just a bit heavy on the touch then. Oh, we'll take it. Oh, what a ball!
Castolo! Oh, there he is! Bagsman! First Premier League goal for the Brazilian.
Go on, get... Oh, I thought he was going to Samba. There we go. He's ringing his agent. Get me another few years.
I thought that was going to go wide. I don't know how he's found the bottom corner, but that's what he does, isn't it?
Danny
That's what
Olmo
Castolo does.
unlocking with that pass, and then from that angle,
Keeper didn't even move. Watch the keeper here. I don't know if he thought he was going wide, but he didn't even move for it. Well played, boys.
Jojo Leem. Nice goal. Thank you very much. Welcome in.
Yeah, De
Blakey
Bruyne's
says,
free kick last night was unbelievable.
I didn't see it. I was watching the Last Dance. I saw Pulisic's goal. And that was it.
He played quality last night.
Oh, what a ball.
Speaking of quality.
Early cross. Isak! Oh!
Oh,
Thank you very much for the follow, Georgie Liam. Ad says we need Castolo's regen. See, I'm on board with that. Because that's Castolo Junior territory. I'm fine with that. I hope United get Sancho, though. Oh, yes, please. I mean, I hope United just get a few players. We need to kind of build on the development we've had this season, because we're nowhere near good enough. And it shows in our inconsistency. So, yeah.
oh Fellaini's just been wrong on the wrong side.
They couldn't capitalise on it, though. Oh,
Well in,
Katic.
lad.
Big win.
That's why he's in the team.
Such
Size of him.
long legs, yeah. Fellaini now stepping out again. As Richie once again... Almost a miscommunication there from Katic and Safanov, but it goes out. That's fine by me. Oh!
Oh!
Big save. Safanov's first save, I think that is. Nice to see him in the team. Oh, lovely from Kubo. Oh, and again.
Oh!
Oh.
I didn't realise he had that skill in him. Oh, it's turned like a bus there though.
Oh, Kubo's link-up play is phenomenal. Oh, Isak! What? How are you off there? How are you off there?
Oh God, it's his shoelace off.
Oh, only so far into the second game of the season, this team is playing out of this world. I mean, long may it continue. We've actually got a decent start to the season in terms of the games, to be fair. I mean, no game in the Premier League is going to be easy. Oh, that was shocking. But we've not got the worst start by any means.
Oh.
I don't think we play any of the big six in our first 5-6 fixtures or whatever it is. Oh, Katic getting caught out. Jezza Frimps.
We're into trouble.
Katic again.
Well,
Look
again.
at absolute machine for us so far. Dodo trying to give Danny almost a space to run. It hits a absolute. I mean, it's just like trying to break his foot off in the football's ass.
Oh.
That's what you get with Kubo. With all of the skills that he has, he's still only a youngster, so he does have mistakes in his locker. Hopefully we can iron those out over some time. And Safanov.
How's he brought it back that far?
United are after Dembele from Lyon. They are, that's true. Formerly of Fulham, scored about 17 goals in the Championship. Hasn't exactly lit the French League on fire and is somehow being linked with huge moves elsewhere. I know it's you kind of get these windows, though, every few years where there hasn't been like some absolute barnstormer talent, or not as much of it breaking through. Everyone's already spoken for at big teams. So you start to get players like Raul Jimenez getting £90 million conversations despite being 29 years old. And you're thinking, he's good, but £90 million? That's not even worth it in today's settings. But good afternoon, says Lazar the Greek. Hashtag Lazar is believing. Do you know what? We're at St James's Park, but let's get into the changing rooms, have a word with the lads. Big half that, boys. Big half. 45% possession. We're not getting as much of the ball as we'd like, but we're still 1-0 up in this half. Big performances. Need a bit more from you, Isak, because if not, you know what Ad's players is going to be like. He's going to be all over you. So try tidying it up. Kubo, carry on as you are. Happy with that. Fullback's big performance so far. And Costolo, honestly, just does what he does, doesn't he?
What?
Safanoff as well, making your first save for Ice Cream Applause. You got a free pass in the last game, but now you're definitely part of the team this game so far. So just, do you know, more of the same in the second half, please? Ex-Celtic, Boss Europe and SPSFL scored versus City twice, at PSG to name a few. Yeah, but nobody noticed that. Second half now.
Yo, lads, thank you very much to the host as well, mate. How's it going?
Craig says, Wisu needs pull into the office. She's putting the wrong lettering on the shirt. So we spoke about that. I mean, we're basically ice cream uploads from the block. We used to have a little, now we have a lot. And now we know we always, what was it? I want to know where it came from. The championship. Oh, Safanoff again. Get out of here. So yeah, it's just, we could change the Premiership lettering, but we just want to let everyone know that we came from the Championship. That's what it is. And it's not that we don't know how to unmod it.
If Chucky's in here, I'm maybe asking his expert opinion again later on. I've already tried it once and I couldn't do it.
Graham, your assistant manager should get the sack. He doesn't seem to be very focused. He's got his head in the game. So has Isak!
And then he goes and pulls it out of the bag. Get it up, you Carson! You scouse bastard! That's all it needs, just 1 second. That's all, 1 second it takes.
Literally said, not got your head in the game, and then literally heads into the game. Damn! Danny Olmo, this though, what a delivery.
Isak, he is unmarked in the area, free header. Let's go.
Phenomenal. See, and we were talking about having height and the ability to deliver balls. We didn't have that at all last season. Now we do. And, oh, look at what?
Oh, it trips him up.
Whoa. Nice.
Oh, that's a lazy pass, that. That's a lazy pass.
To be fair, we were trying to get some build-up play going then, but all of it looked a bit sloppy throughout. Passes tripping each other up, a bit too heavy and so on. No fucking telling, baby lad.
Oh, again, that's just too weighty. Oh, Dodo has been fucking phenomenal again.
Oh, Katic tripping him up.
Mop it up for the second time. There's been rumours in the stand that they've been calling Dodo the mop because he just cleans up everything that's being left in midfield.
Also rumours that part of that name comes from his hairstyle.
Oh!
I mean, both of these haven't been substantiated just yet, but we will keep you updated. Oh. Lovely. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, that first touch.
Let's go, boys! Oh, how did he keep that up? How did he keep that in play? Oh, Castolo, the bagsman.
That was phenomenal. Like, mistouched, and then...
Oh, that is goal of the season. Let me record that. What a goal. Someone's made a clip of that Bibby outburst. TM. I think we might bring us up on ourselves.
That was phenomenal. Best assist. I mean, Isak. Where did that come from?
I didn't know it. I literally didn't know he had it in him.
I think we need to give Lobato a run out. Get his...
Yeah. For Kubo or for Isak.
Let's see what stamina's looking like.
SS.
Yeah, Isak. Give him a rest after that. After that assist. Whew.
Drop him in at SS. We'll bring Dembele on for Olmo in probably about 10 minutes' time or something.
If anyone clipped that goal, then please share, because I want to watch that one again.
I didn't even see that Newcastle formation. I'm intrigued now.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
a shocker? Oh, that's defensive.
5-4-1. Andy Carroll just loft it. Joe Linton's creativity, and now it's just like sit back and oof it, lads. Eh?
Oh, it wasn't that negative when we started, surely.
3-0.
Oh, here we go. They've already started lumping it. Oh, it could work out for him here. Super Andy Carroll.
Oh,
Easy. Their confidence is shook already.
Yoink! Oh, Alphonso Davies. As there was a question from the dugout Sports, was it? I think it was. Like, how do we feel about the new signings? Oh, come on, Lobato! Oh! Do we? I mean, I'll see if I can dig back and find the question, because after a couple of games, I'm starting to get an opinion on. Oh, what was that? There we go. Oh!
Still got it. No,
Oh! It looked like he did though. 3-0 up at St James's Park. This is a dream come true.
Yeah, free kick.
Not like Joe Linton posed any danger from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I think after we went 2-0 up, I'm not sure when they changed the formation, but it was so negative. Like, they've just got the big man Andy Carroll, and there's only one way that they're going to try and play this game now, and that's getting it up to him and waiting for the two wingers to try and overlap him. But yeah, it's not a great football, especially when you expect from Newcastle United at home. The fans will be furious.
Oh. Nice. You gotta love that. Look at the composure there. There you go.
Delaney on cloud 9.
How is he so good? He's about 1,000 years old. Oh, as if that didn't go. Kubo pulling up like, yeah, we'll take that, and then it just didn't go again. That's twice. Ice Cream Uploads have thought the ball was going out for a throw in this season. Oh, cancel. Oh, fucking. It's like it happens every now and then. Just a bit of delay. That must be.
That's the Jamie Hughes special. Oh, did you see that Rabona cross?
It must have been like some sort of parseckage. Because I'm there like, cancel. I even said cancel before he even touched it. And it's just like, no.
It's a Jamie Hughes special, that.
What, passing it out?
Yeah,
oh!
every time. Katic leading this in this counter attack.
Oh,
it's found a way through. Castolo.
Just too tired after that. After that run, all the way up the length of the pitch, and then it was powder puff. Lovely. Oh, not lovely. Oh.
Referee. Jesus wept.
Absolute travesty. Is it Safanoff again? I thought he was going to give us Safanoff in the scoring. Oh, it's got to be. It's got to be.
How have we not got a free kick taker in this team? Is that Bibby in the wall?
Is that Bibby in the ball? Is that what you say? Yeah. Get on the pitch, mate!
Hello! Oh, let's go, Danny Olmo! With an absolute thunderbolt. He can't even celebrate, he's that fucked. Well done. Worst sub ever.
Honestly, Danny almost sat there thinking, I'm going to hold this angle for 6 weeks now because he says we've not got a free kick taker.
Young Jay, what's going on, pal? Jojo said it reminds me of Ramos. It was a fantastic free kick to get it up and down from there. The keeper's just flapped at it.
I mean, Newcastle just absolutely having a shocker here. I mean, I want to see a better angle than that because...
This is definitely a screen cap. And we have our thumbnail.
I want to see if I can get... I want to see the angle. I want to see how...
No!
Travesty. Absolute travesty. Travesty.
There is going to be a lot of angry radio phone-ins from the Geordies today. They are not going to be happy with this. Let's wrap him up in cotton wool.
Chappers, oh my god, Danny Golmo. Hey, let's go, says Young Jay. Jojo Liam says, reminds me of Ramos. Lazar, with a question. 94th minute, you get a chance to score from a free kick. Who are you taking, Bibby or Graham? Or is that a question for us to answer?
I think Graham scored more free kicks than I have in my club. Every time he gets one, he bags.
I'm half decent at free kicks, although the calibre of our players on this team kind of has unseated me. I don't think I've scored one yet with Ice Cream Uploads FC.
Little Dembele.
Oh,
Oh,
Himmels, just another powder puff effort. It's definitely Gary Neville, and his legs have definitely gone, but he's soldiering on for the good of the team. Oh,
oh, unleashing that left wand. Yeah, True Geordie's going to be phoning in. He's going to be like, it's shite. It's absolutely shite. That's a terrible Geordie impression, that one. That was really bad.
True Scotsman. Aye. Not a fucking shit. From Newcastle,
That was really bad.
Little Karamoko.
It was borderline offensive, it was that bad.
Dodo. Ping it back in, and that's it.
Oh, well done, boys. 4-0. Didn't even look like we was going to be flinching from that.
How many games in, says Young Jay? This is only game 2 of the season. 2 wins as well. We haven't conceded 6 goals for the good. We could even be top of the league after that, you know. Graham, imagine you scoring a free kick and me doing a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang celebration. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang! For the 5th.
Away from home, having 11 shots. That's unbelievable.
It wasn't half bad for a man from 5, but not quite Jordan. Look at that, Castolo, man of the match, 2 goals. Isak on the score sheet, and Danny Olmo, first free kick of the season. Ice Cream Uploads, smashing.
Could have potentially been top. So the teams you'd expect to be in and around: Liverpool winning 1-0 at home to Bournemouth, Arsenal winning 1-0 away at Burnley, Nottingham Forest taking 2-0 win at home against Everton. That's quite surprising. Leicester City beating Man City 1-0 at the Etihad. Chelsea drawing with Man United 0-0, and Wolves drawing 2-2 with Norwich. Some surprising results there. And there we have it. Top of the league. Thoughts, Graham?
Good sandwich.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure then that my Discord didn't shit itself as I'm reading out scores. But yeah, top of the league, Ice Cream Uploads FC, with Leicester sitting behind. It's a very surprising top 6, that.
Yeah, where's Notts Forest? Because they just won their 11th.
11th, yeah.
Who's bottom
City
of the table?
15th.
Oh, what? I mean, the bottom not as surprising. I mean, Spurs down there is surprising, and City, obviously. United in 13th as well. So the top of the table, the big 6 we was talking about, not performing the greatest as you'd expect. But Watford, Burnley and Aston Villa, you see that. Bournemouth being down there, fine. Get that. Norwich, fine. But United, City and Spurs all in 13th, 17th place is bizarre. Ice Cream Upwards, Leicester, Wolves, top in the table.
Mental. So with 1 point, 1 goal better than Leicester in second.
Estienne Maritz.
Transfer window.
Estienne Maritz, 2004. Thank you very much for the follow just a few seconds ago. Thank you, Viv. One thing I do want to do.
Shout out Jojo.
Jojo Lean, yeah, I did, yeah.
Sweet.
One thing I do want
to
do is replay. Where is it? It's gone down quite a bit now. So I've had 2 subs today. Is Alp's sub from yesterday, just so I can listen to it. I don't know if you've got the audio from the stream coming through, but it is his comment. His comment was yeah, and the text to speech actually says it as well. So
stay frosty, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Once again, thanks, Alpy. But not Burnley. Burnley can fuck off. When people ask
The
me if I like
Ruskin
football, I
one.
say yes, but not Burnley. Burnley, the fuck off. Ruskin, yes.
We boosted it up to 11. They've actually come back with a medium offer of 8. So it was on 7-1. It's now on 8.
That is interesting. Ruskin, let's ask the stream. Ruskin is worth 10 million at least. A release fee of 12 million. Ruskin for 8M question mark. So okay, sell Ruskin for 8 million. Yes, no. Just a quick poll just to see what people think. So do we sell Ruskin for 8 million? Bearing in mind he's a really good player, he's really young, he adds to our team spirit, and he's not far off of Alphonso Davies' stats, a player that we just bought for 20 odd million. Do we look at selling Ruskin for 8 million? Is that too cheap for a player of his caliber? Should we keep hold of him because we don't have another left back in the team after Alphonso Davies?
Yeah. That's it. We can get rid of him. I fully agree with that, but we will have to go into the transfer market again before it shuts to bring in a replacement. Now, bear in mind, Ruskin is only 21.
Can we get a player of that caliber though for his wage?
Mm-hmm. His wage is cheap, very, very cheap. Yeah, as we mentioned, for all of you that are new here at the beginning of the stream, we did go through it. The last episode was our transfer special, where we spent 2 hours in the transfer window, making fantastic business, bringing in the likes of Davis. But I think that the poll speaks for itself. People know it's 1 in, 1 out. So if we do sell him, we need to bring somebody in for that caliber of 75 rated left back and the salary that is on. I don't think we're going to find anyone cheaper.
I agree. I agree. We do have some mixed messages. 71% of people say no, don't sell it for 8 million. However, we have comments in the chat saying if Ruskin's out, we need a new left back. So Ads says, yeah, it gives us an issue for selling him. Rise says, as someone who is unlikely to get into the squad, he would accept it. So, meaning Ruskin's not going to get much game time behind Alphonso Davies. But if he just, I mean, we've seen Gearson getting a game already for Frimpong this season, so he could do. Rock Pie says, Ruskin demands transfer in misspelled name shocker. Name Paul Shocker. It's not misspelled. That's what we refer to him because he's so good. Russ King. He's absolute boss. His royalty around here is Russ King.
What we can do, though, is take the money for Hamson. We asked them to boost it up. They have. He's probably never going to get a game. So it's a nice, easy 4 mil in the bank.
I'll take it. Absolutely. We don't even need to ask that question because it should be 100% yes. Get out of here. I don't even think he's played for the team once.
That's an easy one. We were asked to renegotiate with Stein. They have declined, but they are still willing to take him. Now, he is our second DMF. However, we can move into CMFs. We've got quite a few players that can play CMF, even though they are listed as AMF or right wing. So we have got the option to be able to do that. I, if we get rid of him, would like to be able to bring in another CMF, just to give us that option in the middle.
Okay, new poll. And because I'm very immature, the poll says, I've lost my stream ups. There it is. So sell Stein, 9 decline, or it's time. Is it time to sell Stein, or should we say 9 and decline? 3, 4 votes.
Christian Pulisic, yes.
We would. Don't think we got the money for it. I don't think he's probably well out of our league. Well, this is very, very one-sided so far. So Bosley, he's the one that Fish recommended. And Vlap is the one.
Sorry?
The one below Vlap. D Soboslai.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that Fish recommended. He's got a quality face build. And he's just got a face in DPA actually. But he's well out of our budget. Vlap, he's the one that's an absolute silver ball player in my club.
That's me. That's my favourite silver ball player in my club.
Is it?
Yeah. I absolutely love him.
Bellingham. A release fee of 2 million. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, for Bellingham.
What's his salary? What?
Future prospect,
I mean, what's his overall? I'm guessing it's low.
70. Yeah.
He's not that far off Stein, though. Would he be interested in coming to us, though? That's the question.
I imagine so. 17-year-old, I imagine so.
Corby's resistant parting, but we could pay the release fee. He's not convinced. We'd have to give him a little bit more than his 5 pence wage. Okay. A resounding 100%, every single one of the votes says sell Stein. It's time.
Yeah.
Nobody said 9 decline to sell Stein. So Stein, okay, we all agree he's gone. His time at the club is, on paper, he should be better than he has been. He's been an absolute shocker for us every single time he's played. So he's never going to play for the club again. The fans have spoken. Now the next one, then. Okay, let's get this one dropped here. Very, 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 very simple. Bellingham? Question mark.
Morning, guys. Sorry, afternoon now. It's nearly 2 o'clock.
And then, okay, next poll. Because I'm immature once again. I mean, this is going to be a story of my life. But next poll just says Bellingham, question mark. And the options are Bellingham or Bellingham. Do we want him? Do we sign him? If you do, hit Bellingham. If you don't, Bellingham. So,
Pardon the pun.
I don't pardon it. It's pretty much what keeps me alive. It's fine. So yeah, if we think we should look at signing Jude Bellingham, do we go for him now or do we not? Do we look at someone else? Could Bellingham be the replacement that we need at CMF for Stein? Stein, obviously, he's not going to start for us, so we don't have to worry about that. Or should we be looking elsewhere? We've had 3 votes so far. 100%. There's another one. 100% of votes saying Bellingham. So 100% again keeps going up. I mean, he is cheap. Bear in mind, we only have 6 million transfer budget. That will go up to 11 million. If we... There's no way Gerson would want to come to us, though, is there? Oriol Busquets. As DMF, we could potentially... What's his wage looking like?
Yeah, it's cheap.
We could potentially sign both of those.
Can he play CMF as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
100% of the votes says Bellingham. Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Let's have a quick look.
Right, so we can actually sign both of those.
Get offers in for both of them. Do it.
Where is it? There it is. So we'll just pay his release fee on that. We will have to top this up to maybe 3-4-3. We can afford it easy. I reckon we can go up a little bit more.
Yeah, go, because we had to do that with, I can't remember who it was that didn't want to come to our team. Maybe even do another one. Just
Yeah, we can afford it, can't we?
Yeah, let's do it. 400. Get that offer in. So that's Bellingham, and then who's the other one? Oriol Busquets. A nice.
21 years old. Ball control 75, low pass, lofted pass, physical contact, stamina.
Has he got skills?
Only a few though. That's the only thing. Whereas when I was looking at Vlap, look at this: long range drive, long range shooting, rising shots, first time shot, one touch patch, gamesmanship.
What's Vlap's money's situation looking like then?
Well, if we get him, he's 7 mil, and his wage is 1-2.
So we'll be able to afford his wage. We won't be able to afford his salary. Oh, we could do if we sold Stein though.
Yeah,
that'll get us another 5 million. Okay.
I think we could potentially buy both.
Might as well put the offer in. Put the offer in. We can decide at that point. Then let's do it. Let's get the offer in, and then we can all come together and discuss at that point. Then. What What's it doing? About to do something. Oh, that's what it was. I mean, important things. Black Face Pairs 2020.
Right, I'm going to be extremely rude. I need to book my golf slot for the competition next week at 2:00.
How very dare you? How very dare you? That's
I know.
fine. That's fine. That's fine because it gives me opportunity to do something else.
Come on, 2:00, 2:00, 2:00.
Manager office. Or not? There we go. One thing that we can do that we haven't done before, though, ladies and gentlemen, is show you ICU Fan TV. Before we do that, well, let's jump back through the chat. Great mods for the background, said SDM Maritz. Love the design. PC. That's what happens when you play a PC. You can, do all that shit. Lazlo Greek says, PES have changed over the years. Nowadays, if you score more goals than the opposition, you will win the game. Michael Owen commentary almost there. I have a feeling that this side's either going to win or lose or draw. Nice. Cheers, Michael Owen. Ruskin demands transfer. We'll hit that bit, actually. If you did need a replacement for any reason, Nico Henry from Brentford is young, rapid, decent, and cheap. Don't forget, ! Discord. If there's a transfer targets bit in there, feel free to drop names in there and we can check all of those out too. Rice said, or as you said, keep him as a backup for now, and then if you cash in on Davis at some point, he's the perfect man to take the role. 100%, 100%. Bolognoli from Celtic is a very talented left back. Have you tried him? I think we have looked at Bolognoli before. I mean, we must have done. Ads must have said Bolognoli in the past. McGregor, my best silver ball. Afalabi, my favourite player in my club. Vindaloo in. Hey Jude, don't let me down. Make a tackle and pass it better. I'm not going to continue, but fine. Check out Coop Miners. He would be a proper good replacement. Oh my word, here we go. Yeah, we're putting the offers in for the players. Anyway, one thing that I was going to do, I don't know if maybe's finished doing that. One thing that I was going to do is look at ICU Fan TV. You guys may not have seen this before. If you haven't, basically, I mean, you may have heard of the Red Men TV or Full Time Devils or what's is it is it even called Arsenal Fan TV anymore? Or is it just called AFTV?
Yeah, it's called that. I think it's Arsenal Fan TV still.
Okay, well, yeah, you may have heard all that. Obviously, all the biggest clubs in the world have their own Fan TV dedicated YouTube channel accounts. And Ice Cream Uploads is no different. We have had some messages from the supporters of Ice Cream Uploads, and they have been uploaded to ICU Fan TV. These came in just after we secured promotion to the to the Premiership from the Championship last season. So let's take a little bit of a look. Oh, first message on ICU Fan TV. Let's have a look.
Promoted to the Premier League. Let's have a little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly. Yeah.
Up the ICU.
Yes. There we go. So there we go. Don't forget, if you want to be featured on Ice Cream Uploads Fan TV, the Discord is how you do that. So that is, I mean, surprisingly, looks a little bit like one of the Ice Cream Uploads coaches. I don't know what he's doing. One of the scouts. I don't know what he's doing on Fan TV channels, but ads, please. Thank you very much for the ICU Fan TV message. Much, much appreciated. We also, that's not it though. I mean, rumor has it we have we have another message which is playing in the background. Let's see if we can take a look at this. Oh! Is that ice cream? Is that Tesco caramel vanilla ice cream on ICU Fan TV? Let's see what this message is.
ICU Tesco's finest.
ICU.
We're gonna take all your ice cream, 'cause I see you FCRA.
Where I see you! Where I see you! Oh, sorry, just me? No? Okay, fine. But there we go! If you want to be featured on ICU FC, you can get involved. ! Discord. There you go. ! Discord. In there is a section that says ICU Fan TV. If you want your messages to be played on the ICU Fan TV, not quite YouTube channel account, then feel free to send your messages through there. Oh, I see you. Good lad, chappers. Shout out to ads players and chappersmen for those videos. Do you know what? It's nice. It's nice to get you guys involved in the stream. Feels like we can reward you guys for being here for us by giving you the spotlight for a few seconds. So it means a lot. So Up the ICU. Could we get to the ICUs for those messages in the chat? Bunch of these. Pow. Yeah.
Right, so do we move forward in time and see if we can try and get them 2 players in?
I think we do. I think we do. Let's have a look, see
Last
what's
day of
happening.
the transfer window. Oh God.
Oh, Monaco's and Jagoev. I can never. Oh,
Oh, didn't fancy it.
Bellingham. Despite only being on 200 salary, we offered 400, has asked for 500.
Easily done. Do you reckon we should go back in for Vlap again? And just offer him a little bit more money?
Can we even do that right now? Yeah,
Might have to wait until move forward an hour.
Yeah, I reckon
So,
so.
should we accept the Bellingham one now?
Do you know what? Let's do it. Let's take it. Let's get him in.
Yay.
That means we can also sell Stein as well. Straight swap Bellingham out. Bellingham in, Stein out.
Where is it? Oh, someone's coming for Danny Olmo at 32 million.
Paderborn, 32. Nice offer, but it's not really doing anything, is it? Stein.
Bye, Stein.
Fog on the Stein is all gone. If you want more ice cream related content, I'd say you can check me out on Twitch, but I haven't streamed in 4 years. Well, you need to change that. Fix that.
Why can't we go back in for him yet?
Has he signed for someone else?
Don't think so.
Was he playing for Anderlecht before?
No, was it? I can't remember.
I'm not sure he was.
I think he was at Genk. No, he was at. Was it? I can't remember. So do we try and find somebody else to replace, just for an additional player in midfield? We've got Bellingham now, so we can remove him from the list.
A bit Kubo as well. He's a bit further up, getting off the list. Do we go for... How much is Fosu Mensah? I know he's only right back, but how much is... Oh, Buffon. Release fee, 0. What?
He doesn't have one in his contract, does he?
Oh, okay, I was going to say. I was like thinking, is he free agent? Is there any free agents? Have a quick look, see if anyone else has been thrown out.
Oh, wait, 1 second.
Check out...
Confirm contract for broken down English. Okay. Quite massive, he'd move to a different club.
Oh, Warner Brothers Studio to London. Nope, dismiss.
Still the same player, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As he says, with a mouthful of butty.
Oh no, just deep in thought. It absolutely wasn't the sound of pastrami and Swiss cheese.
Check out Corral. Not in the game.
Has he got an accent on the A?
Oh, it could have done. Is this the guy? Yes, it must be.
For that
22-year-old.
Heading, one touch pass. He's got good DMF skills. What's his
ball
stats?
winning as well.
Low passing, heading, decent enough speed, kicking power. 8 million
we
though.
can't afford it. Yeah. His salary is nothing.
Wow. Face. Let's go into it. There is a face for him as well. I'm going to drop this into the Master League transfer targets section on the Discord, by the way. A little bit of the bubbly. Got that stuck in my head now. That's place, cheers for that. Mate.
Chappers Man says I got Angel Gomez on a free on Master League. Man United just let him go for nothing. Peswell says, I've just come Watford missed. You've missed the first 2 games of the season where we've won convincingly 2-0 and 4-0. Second, the 4-0 win came at St James's Park where we absolutely smashed the Geordies off of the pitch. We've just sold Stein and brought in Bellingham. So it's been quite an eventful episode so far. Why didn't you go for Busquets? You see, I do really like the look of him.
Yeah, he's got a really good build. It's just whether. I mean, we could get him to loan him out. I mean, it was pretty cheap. Well, mate, when Naya was this.
Far too expensive. That's why. Get in the bin.
Unal.
I'd love Unal. And Omar as well.
Release fee of 2.8 million. How's he only 2.8 million? What's his wage?
In the last year of his contract. 879.
That's an absolute steal. Why is he on the?
That's his contract. 2023. So we've still got 2 years left.
I mean, not that we need anyone of his position right now, but still, it's an absolute bag.
29. So here he is. Release fee 3 mil. His wage is nothing. His stats are okay. It's just this. But for a DMF,
we need
it's his ball winning that lets him down for me. His defensive awareness. As a DMF, they should be a lot higher. He's no better than Dodo in my eyes.
Got no pace on him. Really, 71s on those. I mean, Axel Twanzebe can play DMF as well, can't he? I think.
Can he?
Well,
yeah.
Ish. Everywhere. Look at Bollignoli and Bombo. So he's got a 2 million release fee. Oh, we've lost Bib. Bib's going in. Is the stream still here? Unal in, Isak out. Not too sure on that one.
Hello.
Hello.
This is the first. I just had a power cut.
Oh, is that what it was? As the game. Did we save the game?
It saved. Yeah, it all saved, didn't it?
Okay. I'll jump back into the manager's office then. Frank DMF. We can take a look at that. We'll need to. I can't reconnect to Skype. It's the only reason I can hear you is because you're on the phone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chappers, guys, I've told you before, Matthias Norman. Oh no! Maybe Skype calls gone. Damage is rude. Do you know, whilst we're on this though, it does give me an opportunity to show you this.
Oh, it's just come back on.
Okay. So we've got exclamation mark Discord. It probably won't work because Bibby's just had a power cut, but let me see. Exclamation mark Discord. Yeah, it's not working. Okay. The link we will get through, but this is the Ice Cream Uploads Discord. You can see on the screen here. This is the Master League transfer targets section. Sebastiano Esposito, Dominic Szoboszlai, and we had calls for James Justin, Horvath, Abdul Kadir Umur. There we go, Matthias Norman. We actually looked for Matthias Norman's face, and he has a good face build as well. Okay, we need to have another look at that. Did we have a look at Matthias Norman? I think we. He
might be in our listed players.
Yeah, he might be. So let's have a check. Oop. For a DMF, there's also Umurov. That says yes. Not getting rid of Isak. He scored both games so far. STM Marit says, "Do you upload this again on YouTube? And if you do, where does it go?" We do. Do you know what the Discord, the chatbot has currently died because Bibby's just had a power cut. But I can type it in youtube.com/. Ice Cream Uploads. So there you go. YouTube.com/. Oh no, what's an Ice Cream Uploads? Ice Cream Uploads. There you go. So that should be the URL. That should take you to our YouTube channel. If all of you guys don't mind going there and hitting subscribe on that, that would be very much appreciated. Our YouTube channel, we don't put as much focus on it as we do with our Twitch. As you can tell, we have 211 subscribers and we've got our own URL and stuff on it, which is nice. But we should be having more. It's such a good series like this. So if you guys could just go through and hit sub on the YouTube, that would make us very, very happy. Should really make that a command. It is. But chatbot's dead. Baby's had a power cut. It's in the socials and stuff usually. I think it might not have updated YouTube anyway, but yeah, Baby's had a power cut. That's why Baby looks like a there he is, Skype screen. Unless you knew that and you were being sarcastic, then fuck you. But yeah, if you all don't mind, whilst we're waiting for Bib to get back into the game, if you all don't mind just going and hitting the sub button. It's free. It's free. It's not like a Twitch sub, but if you don't mind, can you guys hear the sirens as well? I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if my
I can't hear it.
lovely RTX is class. So yeah, if you don't mind just going and hitting sub on that, that would be very much appreciated. Like I said, we do upload every single episode of The Scoop, every single episode of Master League. They all get put onto YouTube as well. So you guys hit the sub on that. It helps. It helps. And if you ever want to watch anything, so if you've missed The Scoop in the morning and you want to watch it a bit later on, you can do there. If you want to watch back through all of the episodes of Masters of the League, then you can do that there. We are on episode 18 right now, so you have 17 episodes. You've got over a day's worth of content that you can go back through and have a look. Catch up with all of the season in the Championship. The first episode of Google, by the way, that was the one that we launched with like 4,000 people watching on the homepage of Twitch, so make sure you go check that out. There you go. Thank you very much. How's the power situation for that bit?
I'm just loading everything back up now.
Actually, my list of players, I've really highlighted Toma for a DNF. Sub for sub match. No. Subject. Drop the link, match. Drop the link. We usually wouldn't allow people to do the sub for sub messaging. Well, we don't if they're just newbies that just drop in like, I'm trying to grow my channel, please follow me. It's like, okay, well, try interacting and help with the channel if you want someone to interact with and help with your channels. But you do. You're here all the time, man. And you're a sub. So, yeah, absolutely. 100% drop the link.
Parsec's open.
I got him down as a must, but if going in, there we go. I've got him down as a must buy if going in for a DMF. It was the fact that it broke it onto an extra line for me. Must stop there. I was got him down as a must buy if going in for a DMF. I was like, oh, okay, there we go. Got there eventually. But yeah, let's get changing the link, boys. Everyone make sure that we're all dropping each other's subs and stuff. It's nice to support the people that are here supporting us all the time. 100%. I mean, Raihan 1892 Liverpool. Thank you very much. Is it Raihan? Thank you very much anyway for dropping the follow. What team do you support?
Everton.
Holly, I really have rated Toma, and I put it down as number 1, 2, and 3 for top 3 DMFs to get.
Toma.
Do you want to connect on Skype as well? The video.
Yes, 1 minute. Toma. Here he is. Dribbling, tight possession, low pass, acceleration, it's all tasty, balance, stamina. As a DMF, the thing that lets him down, defensive awareness and ball winning. If you're a DMF, it needs to be better.
Mm-hmm. He's a dribbler that plays further back.
Yeah, he's got lovely skills. And he's most certainly on a growth spurt as well, so he will get better. How much is he worth? It's annual set. Oh my god, he's nothing. He is nothing.
What's his name? Is it Bastian Toma? Or is it?
Pass. He's from Switzerland.
Yeah, that's him. Okay, does he have a face? Not seeing one. No, he has no face.
It's a no, Jeff.
He's good, but he doesn't play the style that we need for a DMF. God,
Ugh.
Skype, babe.
You what?
Do Skype.
Oh.
Hey,
Fine.
we've got the links in the chat. There we go. That may have been Magic Man's PES2020 goal compilation. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. But for those of you that are wondering, yes, this is Skype. Yes, Skype does exist. Yes, people still use Skype. But no, we don't really want to. It's just one of those things. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just finishing throwing out the subs. Yeah, you might have all heard your own video sounds in there. That's good. There we go. As plays, I stream on here. Yeah, there you go. Click on ads. Just click on his name. Hit a follow.
Yeah, chatbot's already relaunched, mate. That's already good to go.
So for us, I mean, the cheat answer is at Ice Cream Uploads. Don't matter what. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. It's all Ice Cream Uploads. Yeah, get out of here. So that's you
Yeah,
couldn't
ain't
hear
going
it.
nowhere, son.
So let me take that on. So, we have had an offer for Jude Bellingham accepted. We've taken that. We've sold Stein. Vlap. He doesn't seem interested in negotiating. Oh, that's Vlap.
We
Okay.
don't need him anyway. He was just sat there, wasn't
Yeah. We got Svilar and Safanov, so he can get out of here. Any other offers for our players that we need to keep in mind?
he? No, just the Valeni one, but because the Danny Olmo just rejected. Ruskin is there, but we don't want to get rid of him because we don't have another left back to bring in. So I'm just going to end that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Valeni, we don't want to get rid of him yet. And Gerson,
But Dembele,
we don't.
do we have enough?
Yeah, that was just a loan at the beginning of the season.
To Bristol. I mean, what do we think on that one? Do we keep playing Dembele? He has played in both games so far for us. Do we keep him in and have him develop here, or do we let him go to probably the worst team that the world has ever seen in football? Someone tell Spike that, please. I mean, the thing is,
we only have 10 hours anyway.
if he goes to Bristol City, he could get more playing time, and that could be good for him. However, he's only 67 overall, so he still might not start there. We know he will play for us. I'm in the mindset of turning that down and keeping him with us.
I agree.
Ads says loan the wee man. Interesting. I mean, if we do loan him, it gives Lobato a bit more opportunity to have a run out. Maybe, I mean, what position does Dembele play further forward than CMF? Not Dembele, Bellingham. Right? Yeah, he can play in those positions. Ad says he'll grow more on loan. Yeah, that's the thing, though. It grows more if he plays. If he doesn't, then players grow more in your own team if they play. That's the thing, though. Do we think 67 rated Dembele is going to get the games at Bristol? It's how the game works. Ish. It only does if he plays. I mean, like if you have someone in your team playing, he will grow faster than someone that is out on loan playing. However, if you have someone that's in your team not playing all the time, then they grow faster on loan. However, if you have someone that goes out on loan and they don't play, they don't necessarily grow faster.
I mean, it's only for 6 months, isn't it? So we're getting back at Christmas. I think we'll get to Christmas pretty fast.
See, I'd be happy either way. Should we put a quick poll on? What do we think? Let's new poll. Loan down there. Yes. No. So yes means we loan him out to Bristol for 6 months. No means he just stays at the club. Give us your thoughts. A quick 1 minute poll there. Last DMF Al suggested Gustavo Asunciao. So sorry, I didn't mean to paste that again. Sorry, I'd kind of missed it the first time, anyways, as we were having the discussion. But Gustavo Asunciao. Don't forget, if there's any of these that we don't check, by the way, absolutely drop them in the Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. If we do run through the Discord before we go live, and also as you've seen whilst we're live. So whenever we find face builds for the players that we're looking at, I drop the faces in there. So I've just dropped a face for Alex Crawl in Discord as well for those. So yeah, 2 votes say we should loan him. What are your thoughts, babe?
Yeah, I think until Christmas, I think we'll be okay.
Let's do it then. Let's let him go to Bristol. We get a little bit of money from him as well to cover his salary and them some, so that's fine. And he was only brought in as actually, check. Yeah, he was only supposed to be a loan player anyway. So 2-1, 67%. He goes out on loan. I mean, he could have performed in our team, but we'll see how that gets on. If he performs well over the 6 months, we'll happily loan him out again. If he doesn't, then we'll actually bring him back into the team. Any other offers in for our players?
Just the other 2, the Valeni and Gerson. Just those 2.
Don't think.
Should I just decline them?
Decline Valeni, just leave Gearson there until the end, but just let that one time out, just in case we got some sort of like majestic thing pop up.
Rise is saying Gustavo.
Mm-hmm.
Gustavo.
Asunciao.
There he is.
Got
Low
passing.
pass, stamina, ball winning, defensive awareness, 20 years old, long range shooting, man marking, intercepting, fighting spirit. How old is he? 20. He's on the up. Small wage, small release fee. I think we should keep an eye on this guy. I don't think he'll make it into our team as it stands right now. His contract runs out in 3 years.
Doesn't look like there's a face for him.
Right.
Definitely get him on the list though.
Yep, he's there.
There we go. Let's move forward then. Let's see if we can lock down the transfer window. I don't think we're going to bring anyone else in. There's no one else that really catches the eye unless we're going to bring in someone like Oriol Busquets. But what? Oh, are we at the end of it?
No, I can have a skip 1 hour or next.
Okay. Is it worth? Dembele will be 73 overall by the time he's back. He's only going till Christmas, so we'll see. Oh wait, sorry, I'm being a twat. It's Control C to copy, not Control Z. Do we stick with what we've got? Let's have another look at our team then, right? Before we lock it down.
Oh.
So, there we go. Do we need another midfielder in there? We have Jude Bellingham, who's off the bottom of the list. Swap Bolly for Bellingham. Bollingham. So we have
Oh.
Yeah, we've got attacking options with Ordaf and Lobato. We've got midfield options with Himaleth, Lobato, and Bellingham and Fouquet. Do you know? I don't think we need to spend right now. I think we just close out the window and then
Yeah.
set our sights on performing up until Christmas and then rejudge it at that point in time. So there we go. Last day of the transfer window, and we fly ahead. Oh, all that time. I hopefully we had some skill training on. Nagatomo has joined Chelsea from Galatasaray for 1.3 million. It's not really a big move, is it? Negotiations. We had an offer for Dodo. Oh, we still have an offer.
We need to renew his contract. Tell you what. Wrong way.
It's always no matter which way, your brain just goes, yes, it's this way.
Yeah.
I do the same thing all the time. I wouldn't say so, to be truly honest. Can't Frimpong play as a DMF as well anyway? Potentially. I think we're covered. We'll make use of what we've got. So Dodo, 10 million. I think we need to renew his contracts, maybe.
I agree. Shall we leave that for the next episode?
I think so. Let's, before we do though, have a quick look at skill training, because I forget that. I mean, we just missed out on 2 weeks if we don't have that someone already learning a skill.
I think we did have someone learning something.
Oh, heartbreak.
Oh, it might have finished though.
Yeah, but what I mean is, it would have stopped to say that someone. It would have flashed up in the list to saying that someone has learned something, but because it's not said it now, it must have done it before. We
haven't got much in that people that we could potentially use them for.
Who's on cut behind and turn at the top? How many skills has Lobato got left? Getting that one, or Isak maybe. I use cut behind and turn all the time, so
Yeah, okay, we'll use it on them then.
yeah. There we go. It's a lot for a 75 player, but if you don't have another DMF, well, that's the thing. We don't have another DMF. But do we want to spend a lot if we can maintain and then buy someone that's gonna add to the team? It seems Dembele is out on loan at Bristol. Has made great strides in his game. Great decision to send him out on loan. Good lad. Adds plays. There we go. One thing I want to look at that once you've saved it is go back to the best 11 of the month. See if any of our players have made it in there. Be nice to see. 2 games in, if we made it in best 11. Castolo, Dani Olmo, Isak, all in the individual type stuff. Right, team of the month. Let's have a look. Isak, Castolo, Dani Olmo. Look at that front three. Oh! I mean, Isak and Castolo in the wrong positions, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. That's it. The transfer window has locked down. We know what our team looks like. We know what our starting 11 is, and we know how much we have to build for the next 3 months of football. We're just at the start of September. We've got to play through all of September, October, November, December. The 4 months. Well, yeah, I can't count. So 4 months before we can even think of adding more players to our teams. We don't have much depth, but we do have a lot of talent with what is there. So thank you very much, everyone that joined us throughout this stream. We are going to finish things up now. We'll be back on Monday with the next episode 19 of Masters of the League. And the transfer window will be firmly behind us in that one, and it will be all about progressing through the league. So if you want to see Ice Cream Uploads led by Castolo, Alfonso Davis on the wing, Kubo on the other side, our new defensive partnership and keepers, you want to see how they all bed in, then feel free to join us again on Monday as we bring that back up. Obviously, if you just joined us late and you want to see it all back, it's on our YouTube, youtube.com/Ice Cream Uploads. You can check it out there. The whole story, all 18 episodes after this one's been uploaded, will be there, available, ready and waiting for you. It's a lot of watching, though. If you start it now, you might finish it just in time for Monday's episode. So, yeah, give it a ball.
Yeah.
Before we disappear, co-manager Bib,
Yes.
anything you would like to add?
Yeah, thank you very much for all your support today. You've fired us through to the first 2 games of the Premier League season, winning convincingly in both of those. So we very much appreciate it. As always, we appreciate again all the help with making the teams, selling, buying players, making decisions out on loan, everything that goes along with it, the subs, the follows. Again, I keep on saying it, but we do very much appreciate every single one of you that have been here. Our next episode will be live on Monday around 12 o'clock ish, straight after the scoop. So. A lot of love has been shown between each other in the chat. So if either of you are streaming, just head over to them, give them some love. And once again, up the ICU, boys.
It's a Doctor Disrespect reference if you don't know that. Just saying. But yes, let's have a quick look at if there's anyone else playing PES on our list. Not that we know. Let's have a look. I can't see anybody else playing PES.
Is my thing still on the screen?
Your faces, but not your screen. No.
Okay, one second. Let's see if there's anyone on there.
So yeah, we are going to wrap things up. Just having a quick look to see who we can raid. If you guys can stick around for the raid, that's nice. We can pass on the love. Yeah, so we'll put up the end slate. We'll obviously go off. We'll sign off as we usually do. But then when the end slate is up, after it's been on for a few seconds, to obviously let enough time buffer for the videos, for when we cut it to VODs and so on. We will then start a raid. If you guys just don't mind just dropping through, you don't have to stay long. Just say hello, just so we can pass on the love. That would be very nice. But yeah. There isn't anyone really from a PES perspective, so we may drop onto something else. Actually, do you know what? I've got an idea for someone. Do you know what? Gee, let's just drop in, say hello, and even if you're not interested, just drop over and say it. But that's it. We're going to do one now, though, legend. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend. Hope you enjoyed the episode of Masters of the League. There's been a lot of you in today. There's more and more. Every single time we have another episode of the Masters of the League, we have more of you guys, our management team helping us, our scouts all in here with us. So it does mean a lot having you all here. But do you know what? They all must come to an end, and this is where this one ends. So have yourselves a fantastic weekend. And before we disappear, Bib has one final message for you, and that is...
I have two. Firstly, enjoy your Friday and the rest of your weekend if we don't see you before then. And two, ladies and gentlemen, it might be a bit cold this weekend, but as always, stay frosty.
Stay.